You have several hours left, if you haven't already gotten it, to get the cheap 90-day Business Builder version for just a few $100s, which you will not be able to get after tomorrow. So at midnight PST tonight, this is Sunday, if you watch this video on the day it's released, tonight, you won't be able to get it. So you have a few more hours left. And I'm going to answer a few questions about this, and I'm going to give you some context and some technique in a minute. But you don't have time. As I've been saying now for 5 years, and now you really don't. You don't have the time for this stuff. Are you paying attention to the news? IBM just laid off 8,000 employees because of AI. Microsoft just laid off 6,000 people because of AI. This is if you have a job and you don't have your own business. Donald Trump has increased the federal debt of the United States government, just in the 4 months he's been president since late January, by $1 trillion. Western collapse, AI. We are in the era now, and we have been for a few years, but now we are really here. The era of the entrepreneur, not the era of the employee. For most of the 20th century and a lot of the 21st century, we were in the era of the employee. If you went to a good college and got a good job, you were fine. If you have a job now, you're fucked. And in my opinion, if you haven't been paying attention, if you still have a job, you have no prospects to start your own business, you're just thinking about it, you haven't done it yet, with all due respect, you're stupid. All these problems with all these people having jobs in the collapsing Western world with the AI stuff, and the collapse of the West, and the economy, and everything else, whereas people like me are making money. You know how much money I've made because of AI? Why? Because I have my own business. That's the only shift you need to make, is from an employee to an entrepreneur, and it's not that tough, especially if you have me showing you how to do it. It's your life, you can do whatever you want. Okay, I'm an individualist, you do whatever you like. But part of my mission, the reason I'm standing here talking to you, I don't need to be talking to you doing this, trust me, I can be doing other things. Trust me. But the reason I'm here is, I don't want you to be an employee to be thwacked by A, collapse the West, and B, the AI takeover. I don't want you to have these problems. My job here is to help you. And just like they said in the Tom Cruise movie, help me help you. I did this for you because enough of you emailed and told me, I want to join Business Builder, I want to start my own business, I can't afford several $1,000s, or I can't da-da-da-da. Do you have some other options? This is the option that you asked for, and I didn't need to do this. So if you haven't done this, my God, this is the time you need to do it. Am I trying to sell you something? Of course I'm trying to sell you something. I'm a capitalist, I'm here to make money, yes. I'm always honest about that. But everything I just said is also true. Do you understand? All right, really quick. Let me get some questions out here. Questions and then a few things at the end. Questions have come in about, it's 90-day Business Builder Rapid. It's only a few $100s. It's at caleb.top/rapid. It's only available for a few more hours. If I make payments, yes, you can make payments. If you can't afford the entire thing, you can make monthly payments, okay. If I make payments, can I get access to do I get access to everything immediately? Yes. You can make your first payment for as low as $267, dude. $267 for information I'm selling for $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. So yes, as soon as you make your first payment, you will get access to everything. You have more monthly payments, yes. You get access to everything. It's not a hobbled system, which I have done before. I didn't do that for this. So as soon as you make your first payment, you have all the materials. Yes, the answer is yes. What if I can't start my business right now, but I will in 3 to 4 months because of X, Y, Z? Then get it now, because you can't get it after tomorrow. You won't be able to get it 3, 4 months from now. You need to get it now. Make the payments if you want, or make the full payment if you want. However you want to do this, caleb.top/rapid. And now you've got it, and actually you can start going through the material now and start kind of planning out in your head, and then you can hit the ground running in a few months. You can't wait. Explain the Unchained Action Table thing you talked about last week. Okay, here's this works. I have another program, excuse me, if you weren't aware, called the Unchained Action Table, and that is where you work with me on my Telegram and in live calls, and a hot seat scenario with group calls several times a month, me personally. That program costs a few $100s a month. So what you can do is the Rapid 90-Day Business Builder Rapid Launch doesn't have any human help. It's videos and materials and all that good stuff, but there's no human beings helping you. So what you can do is you can join the Unchained Action Table if you want. This is an option. You don't have to do this. And that's at caleb.top/UAT. Join that program. As soon as you join that program, you can join it today, you will immediately get a 50% discount on joining 90-Day Business Builder Rapid Launch. So you get a 50% discount on that. Then as you go through Rapid Launch, you'll be able to work with me, at least for the next 30 days, to help you with any questions or problems you have with the material in 90-Day Business Builder Rapid Launch. And you'll still be, you can do all this for less than or equal to about $1,000. Still way cheaper than one of our coaching programs we have coaches help you. So that's a little hack you can do unless you really can't afford it. So you can do that. And yes, you can do that right now. So you can go to caleb.top/UAT, sign up there, get your 50% discount code. If not, email us, okay? And then turn right around before tonight at midnight, okay? And get www.caleb.top/rapid and get a 50% discount on that. And then you get my help going through the materials. So yes, you can do that. What else here? Do I get a credit if I join the full 90-Day Business Builder program? Yes. So if you get the 90-Day Business Builder, the cheap version, the Rapid course, if you get that today, anytime in the next 6 months, if you join the full 90-Day Business Builder program, whatever you paid for this, you put as 100% credit toward the cost of that program, so you waste no money. So, and I say 6 months, I'll probably be leaning about the 6 months. You can't wait 3 or 4 years, but if you do it in the next few months, maybe 7 months, whatever, we'll work with you. But yes, if you've joined this program, anything you pay for this program goes as 100% credit toward the 90-Day Business Builder, and that stacks with any other discounts you get from that big program. The answer is yes. Yes, yes, yes. Last thing about this. Starting your own business is not hard. It's not. When you compare the time and effort to be an employee and the sacrifice you have to put in to work a 40-hour-a-week job with, worrying about getting laid off and putting up with shithead bosses and shithead coworkers and driving to work if you have to commute and all the crap you have to put up with. If you compare all that work to starting your own business is not hard. Some of the biggest morons in the world have started their own companies and made money and were able to quit their jobs. I know many of them. Maybe you know some people like this. Morons, dumb shits who started their own business and was able to make enough money where they could quit their job. Starting your own business, especially when you have a template, a model to follow, which is what I've given you here if you want to take advantage of it, is not difficult. Does it take time? Yes. Does it take effort? Yes. Does it take a few mindset shifts? Of course it does. Of course, I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying it's not hard. It's not. Trust me, it's not. It's not. Now, I could go on about that. I could go on for 15 minutes about why it's not hard. I don't have time. You have a few hours left if you haven't gotten the course yet. caleb.top/rapid. You can make the full payment or a single payment and make multiple payments if you want. You'll get all the materials. This is your last chance. You do not want to go into latter 2025 and certainly not 2026 without having your own business and being an employee and hoping that your boss will love you or your company will love you or industry will love you and you won't be affected at all by Western collapse. Good luck. And you won't be affected at all by AI. Good luck. You're in big trouble. Please don't screw around with this. This is the rest of your life. And I said on my blog like last week, if you keep working and operating your life like it's 2023, you're fucked. We're in a whole new ballgame now, and the people who will survive and thrive are people who have their own companies, not employees. If you're an employee going into the next 18 months starting now, I wouldn't want to be you. caleb.top/rapid. You got a few hours left. I'm always there to help you. More questions. Cool?